I'm gonna be watching Velma and I'm gonna record my reactions and then edit it, and I'm gonna see just how bad it is. And I'm gonna say up straight right now, I'm gonna go in this trying to like it because I already know that everyone hates it. And the only reason why I would ever really despise a show is if I try to go in trying to like it, yet it completely goes every single way possible to disappoint me, and I can't do it. You know, it's just, that's the story. So, I already know that the reason why apparently or so that this freaking first episode or whatever, the first few episodes are shit is because the creator wanted the backlash from like far right or whatever in order to like get it trending in the search results. So yeah, that's a 100 IQ play there, not gonna lie. Let's see just how bad it is for the clout. And I can just cut this part out after this until like the next time I speak. Unless of course I start talking immediately after. Alright, let's see what this shit is. Has this person never, has the writer never watched shows like, how would I, there's like Wonder Woman, there's the Powerpuff Girls, there's the, what, you know, like I'm not trying to count like brand, like Supergirl or some shit, but like, I mean there's also Korra, and that's a fucking, people hate it, but I mean I liked it. What the fuck do you mean by that, ma'am? What the fuck what was this line? The first fucking thing they freaking say is, oh hey, it's usually stories about white people. No, I came here knowing that you basically are blackface now, and I'm here pondering, alright, are you going to, what story are you gonna tell? Alright, I don't care if you're a fucking alien or an animal. I don't give a fucking crap. Just tell the fucking story. Make yourself presentable. Because Superman's every single superhero story. Honestly, there's also the Boondocks as well, isn't there? Usually I'm only associated with anime, but I mean, I can always list off all that stuff in like seconds. And there's like, I don't know, others, so you know, they technically have a fucking point in that it's usually, that's the main media, but I mean, you guys make it. You do realize that all the fucking companies that you work for basically approves and all this shit, like, it's not like the fucking issue with society as a whole. Just make your fucking story, and if the freaking above like executives decide to reject it, tell them to fuck off and suck a dick. Or start up your own company. People have done that. They start off little, then they grow real big. But nah. But you know what? This is irrelevant because this is the very, very first line. But of course, the very first line has to get that involved. So let's just keep going. I've already spent 4 minutes and it hasn't been like 23 seconds in. 23 seconds in. And we have not gotten far, have we? This is, yeah. Can't wait. Boy. The fuck are you on about? There's stories like Elena, the traveling witch, and there's like 0091, which literally has a female protagonist who's fighting in a cold war that lasts forever. Look at this shit.
迎えが来たようですよ、ドクターソユーズ。
ここよ。いない。そんな。動かないで。私を出し抜こうなんて全くやってくれるわね。銃を置いて後ろに下がりなさい。
It might not have made sense why I showed that 1.5 minute clip of a completely unrelated show, but it's just to prove a fucking point that there are good shows with females in them. It's that the writers never fucking bother to look for them. So let's move on with the rest of the shitfest that is Velma. And if you guys hate Velma that much and are interested in the clip that I showed you just before, you guys can go ahead and try and search for 0091. It's a bit obscure, it's not on Crunchyroll. Don't even try to find it, nor pay them to fucking get it, because they're probably gonna fuck it up. Because this show is amazing. It has lots of sci-fi elements, which might be a turnoff for, you know, people who like the original Scooby-Doo, which is generally very grounded in reality, with only tricks, special effects when it comes to like monsters and like more so than actual fantasy involved in it. But if you guys are interested in sci-fi and a good show with a female protagonist and a show which discusses some dark aspects of the world, like being in a Cold War and the constant threat, the looming threat of another world war, since this Velma show is supposed to be darker and edgier and, you know, discuss topics which are, you know, not kid friendly, I'm sure you guys would be interested in another show which has mature themes, not this shit that is Velma. If I look at the history of the writers, I can tell you that the only media they've probably consumed is whatever's popular on television and whatever was popular on Tumblr before the mass exodus. Well, how much money would you guys like to bet that the writers' only cultural experiences with media is just whatever was popular on Tumblr? I'm willing to bet $50. But, you know, those are just two. There's already a huge amount of others, including like that Alchemist anime that came out recently. Again, the Powerpuff Girls are just one of the examples. Wonder Woman and all that stuff. There's also like the Black Panther, who's black, male, and, you know, all that shit. There's also that Shang-Chi movie with that Marvel character, but, you know, he's Asian, so he doesn't technically count as people of color. So anyone who's coming into this shit just to hear me mock Velma, have any of you guys ever seen 0091? It is some good ass shit. But you know, we have already, all I can think of is that the first few seconds is depicting Velma as a very, very bitter character, and it doesn't really say much about the show. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. You can start off with the character who is bitter about the world, disillusioned, and you can craft a good story from it. However, we're gonna see what happens, and already I've been talking straight for 8 fucking minutes. Do I even want to edit this video? I'm only gonna do a fucking review of the first episode because I don't plan to watch any more. I'm gonna enjoy suffering through watching, like, 2 hours worth of footage, aren't I? Just hearing me shit talk this goddamn show. I can tell you that this is not fucking Scooby-Doo. This is very much not even a spin-off. This is just a completely different story. A parody, if anything. Because the story and characters are so radically different, it's not even the same show anymore. You really think it couldn't get worse, could it, huh? But nah. How far are we, please? Oh no, it's 44 seconds in. Oh no. Oh no. I heard that the cockroaches fucking is supposed to be considered a joke, but I really did not find the humor in it. Like, I guess it's funny because haha sex, but I mean, that's very, very lame humor compared to what Scooby-Doo originally dealt with, but alright, I guess you guys should have fucking added a laugh track, because at this point, that's the only way you guys can get people to laugh. So we're introduced to what I assume is Stephanie, and I guess that's the murderer there. And we're in a girl's bathroom. Okay, what does this have to do with the story? What the fuck does this have to do with the mystery? What is this fucking rant? What is it? Why aren't they fucking fighting over fiction? I guess that, you know what? That I feel like I'm not necessarily surprised. Why the fuck are they fighting? But it's just like, that was, you know what, it was great foreshadowing, because you see, the characters decide to talk about something completely fucking pointless, which I guess it counts as small talk. I don't see how that has to do anything with the story, but, you know, it could help define what the character is, right? That's a possibility of how it works, right? But of course, said discussion is fucking about fiction and about how fucking stories are told, and it's just like, what's the fucking point of this? Because like we just got set up with Velma talking about it starts with a murder, bitch, and then now we have this creep ass walking into the girls' locker room who with like a fucking umbrella, and they, you know, we don't even get to talk about the mystery. I guess we're just setting up the scene, but I mean, okay, so Daphne is a fucking psychopath who's willing to throw hands and like punch the fuck out of someone because they say that sex sells in media these days. Okay, so Daphne has a mental problem. I can tell you fucking that. You know, we don't like, you know, usually you have like fucking fights over politics because that's one thing that's really good at dividing people, and it's because this fucking system sucks. And there are other people who fucking talked about that, and I could fucking go on rant about that, but no, I'm not gonna fucking do that because why? It's not relevant. And Daphne, I guess in the context of this fucking scene, I'm not sure what the fucking writers are trying to do. So Daphne is apparently, she's depicted as evil, and I'm assuming because Velma's saying like in the line, because I'm assuming that the writers are assuming that their audience knows about Scooby-Doo, and it's literally, you know, like the story and how it goes, because it's already referring to like, oh no, not Fred. Do we know Fred? It's obviously not for a completely new audience. If you know Scooby-Doo, you already know, you know, what's going on and all that shit, alright? You know all the characters, what they're like, and everything about it. Clearly, we must be already fucking well-informed about all the fucking characters, so, you know, when she says that bitch, obviously the only other fucking bitch who's the fucking slut or dick sucker, dick rider, has to be Daphne. Unless, like, Norville is what he's called now, is gay, or fucking Fred, which she already mocks, so it can't be fucking him. But, you know, it obviously is freaking Daphne who's, like, the bitch for some freaking reason, and she's gonna be depicted as evil because that's what the freaking scene sets it up as. Unless, of course, the story sets up Velma as an incompetent narrator. Maybe that's the case, we're gonna have to go further out to see it, but boy, we are fucking 2 minutes in, and there are so many issues. It's almost amusing. Okay, and here's the murderer fucking whacking Daphne. Is that fucking Velma? I'm just judging from the skin right now. And she's wearing a fucking skirt, and it's her usual outfit that I can see from there. Huh? What? So Velma committed battery against another female in the female fucking bathroom, and then we find the freaking corpse in her locker. Of course, let's be honest, there is no way she is the murderer because that's way too fucking obvious. But at the fucking same time, I'm pretty sure she should be locked up because she's like the most obvious suspect. She's already proven that she's violent by literally assaulting someone over a fucking... She just joined in completely randomly on the fucking conversation about like freaking depiction in media. What is this? She should be freaking charged with battery already, but fucking, you know, she might be she allegedly might have already fucking killed the person in her locker because who else can get in there unless, you know, the fucking lockers have no goddamn locks. So, you know, she's already the first fucking suspect there. So, alright, what the fuck? Oh, thank God she's actually frickin' in prison. Fuck this bitch. Or rather, detained, more accurately. Okay, so she actually has mental issues. So technically, it might not be her who fucking killed her, but her, like, this psychotic episode she might have had.
Unfortunately, we're not done here, Velma. You're a suspect in Brenda's murder. Now sit.
Wow, the cops are actually somewhat decent in this show. It's amazing how there is some level of competency. Of course, it also happens to be against a black person, but you know what? That just adds to the fucking humor of this scene, I guess. Doesn't help the fact that that's not what you're fucking supposed to do. You're supposed to pull out a taser. More accurately, you can just tackle her down and restrain her physically. She's already, like, detained. She's literally of no threat. I'm pretty sure you guys have literally scanned her entire outfit of weapons, but you guys have to pull out the fucking guns. And of course, there are female officers, too. Oh my god, this freaking show has done way more fucked up shit to be more racist and sexist than I ever could. Just like if I had to put in the effort to make the most racist, sexist thing alive, I could not have accomplished just more than this show already has in the span of 4 minutes. It is amazing. I already fucking, this is, it's better than High Guardian Spice, where I got absolutely bored out of my mind because literally nothing fucking happened there. But this show, it is so ungodly awful that it is funny. It is the most funniest show I've ever fucking seen in my entire life. God damn, Velma, say the hard R. Say the fucking hard R. At this point, you can get away with this at this fucking point. Because this fucking story has set itself up to be as offensive and as absolutely fucked up as possible. Just say the fucking hard R, dumbass. You aren't supposed to just straight up say you wanna kill someone, especially to a cop. Isn't Velma supposed to be the smart character in this? You're supposed to get a fucking lawyer. Because whatever you say to the cops, it can always be used against you. You're supposed to get a fucking lawyer because he can bullshit anything through if he actually paid attention to law school and keeps his freaking notes in check, and you're actually smart about what you say and actually get trained by the fucking dude. But alright, so Velma is no longer the nerd of this series. She is a dumbass who is honestly probably the murderer. I would fucking believe it that one of the mystery crew gang is a murderer, and somehow by the end of the series she somehow gets scot-free, and the 5 gang members, well, I guess Scooby doesn't exist anymore, so 4 members of the Mystery Incorporated gang go out and solve mysteries. But yeah, no, so Velma decided to fucking diss the lesbians and shit by saying that they're good at, oh my god, just say the fucking hard R. What? What do you mean by you don't solve mysteries anymore? What? What is this? Huh? And why on earth are the fucking cops asking her to fucking investigate? Why are they asking an amateur to investigate? Holy shit! The only competent thing they did was lock up Velma. The other fucking shit, like, holy fuck. Say hi to your father? And they just let a freaking murderer walk free and a fucking suspect just like that? And Shaggy's a fucking simp? How is this even related to Scooby-Doo at this fucking point? This is its own shit show. What is this? So Velma is also a simp. What the fuck? I swear to God. So everyone essentially believes Velma killed that girl, and fucking Daphne here is like, she just decided, oh hey, I'm just gonna kiss Fred and ignore Velma, even though she thinks she's a murderer. What the fuck is this? That's how you react to a murder? You just horny? You're gonna like fuck on the streets? Okay then, okay, oh my god, this is turning out to be something. It's certainly something. Okay, so Velma's dad is a lawyer. That's what they mean by visit in prison. Oh my god. That really couldn't have been phrased. That could have been phrased so in a different fucking way, but they really freaking decided to word it in that way. That's amazing. I can't tell if that was intentional or not, but that's fucking amazing. They really decided to freaking throw in that little spin there, huh? Jesus. So I don't know. Are they trying to fool the audience? Are they trying to fool the audience and think this is like gonna be one of those shows which is just, what is this? This isn't even remotely about a mystery anymore. None of this even focuses on the mystery. This freaking story is more describing and showing how god-awful this world is. I don't know what else to say. It's not even about the mystery anymore. It's about how fucked up this world is. Everyone in it is absolutely fucking psychotic. How the fuck is there even a society in this world? That shouldn't even be possible. Who the fuck uses hashtags in casual conversation anymore? Who the fuck actually uses hashtags in an actual conversation? In my fucking workplace, I have not heard a single one of my employees go, hashtag fucking restaurant name, or freaking hashtag hype, or some shit. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What is this? Is this just how the world is in this universe? Is this the story I was going with? I don't understand. like, here's the thing, everyone has been saying about how, like, this is just, like, one of those pieces of media which is just made specifically to be a fucking political platform, and all I can think of when I'm watching this is the absolute fucking chaos of this world, how nonsensical it is. This is what delusional people on the fucking internet think is real. Is this why is this why this fucking story is like this? Is it because, like, it's trying to appeal to the psychotic people online? Is that why, like, this entire world is actually batshit crazy? Makes no fucking sense whatsoever. There's no reason or logic to it. The world is just the way how it is, despite the fact that every single action and personality and freaking characteristic of every single character and fucking individual of every single freaking population that I've fucking seen in this freaking world is absolutely incompetent and should not have been able in any freaking way, if history is to be reasoned, that the people like this are just, this world shouldn't even be a fucking alive. This is just, wow. You know what? I think I understand this show now, because after being 7 minutes 46 seconds into this show, it has essentially proven itself to essentially appeal to the psychotic people on the internet. That is the audience, right? It's not for, like, normal people, it's not for the sane of mind, it's for people who are genuinely psychotic. And through that lens, and through this understanding that that is the target audience, I can understand why it's appealing, because it's absolutely nonsensical. It throws a joke every about 1 or 2 seconds, and it's just, she just, every single fucking, it's nonsensical. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's just meant to be offensive, funny, and just absolutely, it's just that. It's just for the people who treat life as a joke and everything of the sort as a joke while pretending to be serious about things. Murders aren't even that big of a deal, because you know what the fuck these people are more worried about? Fucking media depictions and who represents characters in fiction. Because let's be fucking honest, alright? This is how I fucking know, alright? Daphne physically fucking assaulted someone else, and Velma fucking assaulted Daphne over fucking sex in media and fucking depictions in media. But for some goddamn reason, Daphne has never attacked Velma, despite the fact she thinks Velma is a fucking murderer. No one even cares about the fact that Velma is a murderer. No one is even treating her like a murderer. Everybody was more hostile towards her, literally going into physical attacks because of a discussion regarding media. So, you know, that's the audience. That's my fucking proof. Like, this is not fucking something that normal people freaking do. That's something psychotic people online do. That's what people who think that fiction is reality fucking do. That is the audience. This show is appealing to that audience. There is absolutely no fucking denying it. Not gonna lie, I have no fucking idea why they decided to turn Scooby-Doo of all fucking things into that kind of show. Well, I mean, you know, it probably makes fucking sense, because, like, you know, internet culture usually involves memes, and thus popular culture like Superman, Batman, you know, the Joker, and all that stuff. You know, you can't make fucking memes out of something which is obscure and original. You have to fucking make memes out of something which has popularity to it and a following. You can't make memes simply because, you know, you think a joke is funny. Like, a joke is a joke. A meme can be a joke, but it's not necessarily a joke. Or at least not everything that is a meme is a joke. And that's what this fucking show is. A shit post funded by a multi-million animation company with absolutely zero artistic meaning to it, nor qualities or anything of the sort. This is a fucking shit post. It's like Dada art, except the absolute amount of resources put into this is astounding for that product that comes from it. Or actually, it's probably worse than Dada art, because the point of Dada art is to literally be random and chaotic and have no fucking point. But this show, apparently, from what I've heard and from what I'm kinda getting from this, is that it's trying to have a point from nonsense. And It's amazing. It's just amazing in the bad way.
止まってジロージロー私はあなたを
僕を壊したい
Man, I love this show.
狂った機械だから
It really talks a lot about what it's like probably being like an artificial intelligence and an android and being different from humans and the dangers
命令よ
of AI and what it'd be like
有名で
as a robot.
有名でどっちだっていい命令なんて聞かない
Man, I love good shows.
狂った機械だから
There's so many out there. And I'm glad I found this one among all the others, which are great, you know? Man, I just love the music as well. There's just good music and the solemnness and the angst of this. It's so beautiful.
看板ウサギのあんこよ
Man,
Action is coming.
action is coming.
Promise you.
I promise you. Time for action. Are they gonna keep their promise? Are they actually gonna do what they say? Oh my god! They actually delivered! Look at this shit! Already one dude's fucking dead. Look at this shit. All the fucking bullets. All this fucking shit. This is amazing. They promised action, they delivered. I love it. This show actually delivers on what it said it would. It's amazing! Fucking love this. This movie's fucking great. I don't want to keep going. I don't want to keep watching this. It's already been fucking 7 minutes in, and there's nothing even good about this shit other than how amazingly offensive it is. Can I call it quits right now? Can I? Like I've already got like 28 minutes of footage that I've already edited. Can I call it quits, guys? Please. I don't wanna.
Manufactured moments.
What the
Not that you care. Velma, real talk, Shiro to Shiro. People only think you're a murderer because you're a creepy loser. But that will change tonight when you become a glamorous waitress at Spooner's Malt Shop.
They're making light of this girl's death. This world really is just that psychotic, huh? Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? I beg of you to end my misery. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Please fucking kill me now. The fucking retarded cops decided to leak confidential information to their daughter. What is this fucking show? This is not Scooby-Doo. This show is doo-doo. Are we getting close to the fucking mystery? Are we actually getting a fucking mystery? Are we fucking getting a mystery? Are we getting a fucking mystery? The only value this fucking show has is to be hated on and to get clout and numbers from hating this show and shit-talking it so that other people enjoy it. Just think of the fucking numbers. Just think of the fucking numbers. Just think of the fucking numbers. There's no other fucking value in this. This is why I'm fucking sticking with this. Just fucking focus on the numbers. This is the only thing that's fucking worth it. All right, are you fucking? I want to fucking like this show. All right, I don't want to fucking hate this show, but holy fucking shit, it does not do anything to try and make it likable and just fucking throws jack shit almost every single fucking moment it is fucking playing. Please, for the love of God, where's the mystery? Okay, so we finally get some backstory. So the reason why she doesn't like to solve mysteries is because she thinks she killed her mom because she solved the mystery for Christmas. And then her mom got missing because she went out to get the milk and never did come back. At least she got the milk, but I mean, she didn't come with the milk. So like, I mean, finally we get some freaking answers. How long did it take to really develop that? It didn't even make it into a tragic thing. In fact, this fucking thing was just dropped on us. Like, there wasn't even any lead up to this shit at all. Not gonna fucking lie. There's just like this little freaking hint, like, you know, okay, I'm gonna touch your shoulders. It's, how are you gonna prove it? And whatnot with this freaking demonic hand or whatever. It never seems to freaking treated seriously, so I have a hard time even fucking caring about Velma. Like, alright, you are traumatized by this shit. That's cool, man. That's so fucking cool, you know? Wanna take a look at this funny meme I found on twitter.com? What else how else am I supposed to react? I don't feel like, hey man, I'm there for you, alright? I understand that you are traumatized by this. You don't want to solve any more mysteries. But maybe if you got back into it, maybe if you kept pushing on, maybe you would see that it's not such a bad idea. In fact, your mother even encouraged your mystery solving, which is why she didn't hate you for finding your Christmas present and yada yada yada. But you know, it's treated like a fucking joke. In fact, why don't we fucking continue playing this shit and see if Fred treats it like a joke. I'll give you like about 3 seconds before Fred just goes like, "Who the fuck are you?" He remembered her name? Oh, that's a great way to frickin' treat that as a joke. We really just glossed over Velma's trauma by having a joke about Fred going like, "Oh hey, I can't stick around with this unpopular girl," and frickin' I can't tell if it wants to be serious or jokish. No, actually I do know. It's a joke. Like I said, it doesn't try to take itself seriously. And honestly, for a freaking show with adult themes and showed a straight up dead body, which Scooby-Doo has never really fucking done before, or at least, you know, a straight up dead, still kind of fresh corpse. You know, I'm not talking about the fucking caveman back in the ancient days. I'm talking about like a little freaking corpse that's still fucking bleeding with her freaking head cut off and her brain removed for some goddamn reason. Despite how fucked up this world is, it's all treated like a joke. Even Velma's trauma. And of course, that's the freaking appeal of this. So, you know, it's in that respect, yeah, no, it has some Schadenfreude in it, alright? The complete dismissal and treatment of Velma like a complete shit stain, that has some humor to it. Because her trauma does not deserve to be treated seriously whatsoever. Because it's funny to treat her like absolute dog shit. Because, one, she's already an asshole, not gonna fucking lie. And two, you know, who fucking cares about her trauma at all? Because, you know, it's a great way to set up for this fun joke. You know, like, give your traumatic backstory and then go like, "Oh, hey, I don't actually give a shit. Bye." You know, that's a joke, guys. Do I have a laugh track? I don't know. I don't have, like, a laugh track effect that I can edit in. I'm not even gonna try to. I don't see why. You know, this comic book does a great job at setting up the conflict and the reasons why these characters have the conflict that they have. It's not necessarily accurate to the canon of the story which this is based on, however, it depicts the conflict clear, straightforward, and depicts it just like that. No fucking issues whatsoever. You know, this scene really does a good job at, like, giving us more mystery surrounding Ace. It really does, like, it makes you wonder, like, is he still lying? Is he telling the truth? What is the truth? Who is Ace? And why does he do what he does? Curiosity intrigues me. The mystery intrigues me. An actual mystery. Why the fuck is Shaggy a stalker and overly obsessed? Why on earth are these people even using Scooby-Doo? Like, come on. Like, I know it's a popular property, but at this point, it's not even Scooby-Doo, nor any of the characters. They share similar designs and names, but they have completely different personalities and origins. These people are not the same. These are just an entirely different property, if anything, a ripoff. Shaggy isn't even a freaking coward. This isn't Shaggy. Why even bother naming him after Shaggy? His actual first fucking name. Why even bother trying to make a replica of that character? Why? Wow, I thought to myself that, I honestly freaking thought that, well, never fucking mind, they were never trying to take themselves seriously, because this entire thing is literally a comedy show. Why the fuck is Twitter making a huge goddamn fuss about people who hate this show being racist again? This show is literally just a freaking comedy. Not even good comedy, mind you. It just spouts out the same stupid jokes that people who are way too addicted to Twitter. This is the audience this freaking show's trying to cater to. I mean, alright. I mean, if it freaking pays your rent, fuck it. Why the fuck do you think I'm doing this video? There's no reason for me to do this video other than to be an asshole and to also try to get more views, so that way once I reapply for my monetization, YouTube might not be a little bitch and accept me. I can't tell if this show is for adults anymore or if it's for children. The way they constantly talk feels like they're catering to either a child or someone who is very intellectually challenged. And I'm not sure which one is better. I understand that comedy is subjective, but man, this is one hell of a fucking comedy. I can fucking tell you that. The humor is not in the jokes themselves, but more so how ridiculous the fact that someone would think this is funny. That's why I typically like bad jokes. Like, it's so goddamn awful, you have to fucking laugh, and that way it's not that bad. But this show is so full of it. I'm not sure whether to be amused or insulted, or what am I supposed to feel about this, because I'm not really, it's like, the amusement isn't really how I'm supposed to get from it. So what is this show even trying to do anymore? I don't understand, because I'm enjoying this in a way that is not intended. Because I'm enjoying it not because it's a good show, not because it has good characters, not because the world is fascinating. It's just a fucking shit show. And it's entertaining because it's that big of a fucking shit show. Either my sense of humor has lowered after watching this for about 18 minutes, or this is actually the first joke I found funny. It ends with a second dead body, and we accused Fred of murder, so the mystery keeps going on. So, what the fuck? Okay, so, I mean, I'm guessing the writers are just sticking in every joke as much as possible in order to appeal to the people who's watching, because people these days don't have a big attention span, or what? I don't understand. Do people not like to take their time writing and, you know, letting readers take their time instead of, like, filling it up with, like, pointless things that are, what is this frickin' show? In my honest fucking opinion, I'm gonna say it right now, I do not find this show that bad, because in the end, all those stupid fucking jokes, they're appealing to some people, alright? It doesn't matter who they are or what they are, they're kind of, well, I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to frickin' say? Because, like, in the end, humor's fucking subjective. I really don't give a fucking shit too much. I just can't fucking believe they frickin' did this to these characters. If we treated it as it's like its own thing, completely different from the Scooby-Doo universe or whatever, and it's just like its separate thing with its own characters and title and brand, I'd accept it for what it is. Except it's using Scooby-Doo characters, and they twist and bend the characters, and I don't know, even despite that, they put in jokes and jokes and jokes, and I'm not... Like, again, I don't want to say I hate this show, because I did find amusement. Maybe it wasn't the right way to find amusement from it, and there was, like, one joke that I found amusing. I'm not gonna try to give it a bad review. Like I said, I came into this trying to fucking like this. Which is why I fucking came into this shit. Alright? I wanted to fucking find myself different from... I try to do something different from everyone else who's just, like, saying, Velma is a shit show, and I have not watched any of their videos, because I do not want YouTube recommending me all those videos, alright? But, honestly, if you're looking for more Scooby-Doo, this ain't fucking it. This is black comedy. This is dark humor. This is not Scooby-Doo. This is literally a comedy show which completely easily makes fun of dead people and all that shit. And I find it fucking hilarious. I may have not fucking showed it, but I fucking found it fucking hilarious. The stupid fucking jokes. I was just like, she has no brain. I didn't fucking say it because, you know, why? It's not even that fucking funny, and it's not like, and I kind of, you know, I'm kind of fucking biased against it already because, you know, again, everyone online is basically not only saying it's a shitty show, but the fans of it are fucking psycho. They also claim, the fans of the fucking show are like claiming that this show is like the next best thing, like it has like great themes or fucking whatever, from what I'm freaking hearing. I try to stay away from the drama because I don't see how any of this is going to be productive, because if I waste my time arguing against some Twitter maniac who fucking thinks that this freaking show is gonna stop racism by writing a really one hell of a fucking show, I can fucking tell you that. I don't know what to fucking tell you. It's not that great of a fucking show, but it's not like the fucking worst one. You guys wanna fucking know the worst ones that I freaking hate? They're fucking boring. High Guardian Spice was one of them. Like, I freaking watched it, alright? I would do like a review of it, but I would have to get past more than the first episode. And I watched till like episode 3 of High Guardian Spice, and they did not go anywhere with the fucking characters whatsoever. They didn't go anywhere with a story. They didn't do anything with everything that they have and built. Velma? They freaking throw in a lot of stupid jokes and don't really spend their time constructively regarding the mysteries and having the character dynamics and whatnot. It's all just humor this, humor that. Just gotta throw in all these jokes. Hopefully it'll become like a meme and it'll become like trending on Twitter and it'll become like the next big hit. People will start to watch this and whatnot, and you could just tell a good story. You don't need to throw in all these jokes because most of them aren't really that funny. All right, like I personally fucking find them funny because they're kind of stupid. They're simple. They're easy to get. There's not much to it. Even a fucking toddler could get it. But there are better jokes you can tell with lots of setup time. Dragon Ball Z took its goddamn time setting up everything, telling lots of jokes, and doing all that stuff, which is why, like, a lot of people thought it was incredibly fucking long, and the reason why they decided to shorten it by a fuck ton with Dragon Ball Kai. But, you know, the original freaking author, Toriyama, spent a lot of time just crafting these jokes, crafting these scenarios, and they are good fucking jokes. And, you know, of course, this fucking show does not have, like, probably doesn't have, like, the same amount of time as Dragon Ball to, like, go real fucking lengthy with its jokes. However, even with its limited runtime, the writers could have easily made the jokes more meaningful and more impactful, but they didn't. They made the fucking shit so goddamn... They're just throwaway jokes. It's all just throwaway. It's trash. There's only, like, about maybe 5 good minutes of actual story, and the rest is just stupid jokes. Jokes which don't even try to be funny, but simply appeal to culture as is. Doesn't even fucking help that I've heard that the freaking writers aren't even, like, trying to write a fucking good show, but instead are trying to just write this story and change all the characters and all that stuff simply to be diverse and all that, without, like, you know, actually writing a good story, making them likable, and making it actually something that people want to consume. Like, I don't understand. I've heard people say that there is no point in writing good story because people aren't willing to consume media with all these people of color. And it's just like, if you've given up on trying to make it presentable and likable, then why do you expect people to like the series in the first place? You're not even trying to be likable, so why are you expecting that? The story is good as a complete jumble of mess. It's like a TikTok collection of really dumb memes that involve blackface Scooby-Doo characters, but as an actual story, as an actual comedy, as literally compared to other media, it's jack shit. And if the creators aren't even going to try to make it better, then I have no reason to watch any more of this, because it's just going to be the same thing. I think the hate is mostly because of the fact that this show is pretty much trashing on Scooby-Doo's legacy when they could just literally make their own thing. And honestly, even if they did make their own thing, it'd be freaking trash. And honestly, maybe that would have been better if they just made it original and people just shit on it. It probably wouldn't have like a big outrage against it. But I'm guessing that the writers and the creators were looking forward to this outrage because I've heard they literally explicitly stated it once. So I'm not even sure what the fuck I'm supposed to say about that. They literally aren't even trying to create art. They're just getting paid to make literal trash that shits on the legacy of a really good franchise, pisses off all the old fans, and yeah, no, it's really fucking, it's a shit freaking thing. Like, it's successful at what it fucking does because it's literal fucking trash meant to be disgusting, but why? And that's all I have left to say. I don't really have much else to say other than repeating the fact that this fucking thing is essentially trash. You can only enjoy it as trash, but otherwise, it's trash. It's just fucking trash. I've spent way too fucking long talking about it already. I've talked for probably longer than 2 hours already, and I had to condense it all freaking down to like 45 minutes. I'm done. I gotta go to fucking sleep. Fuck this shit. If I don't get the freaking views that I want from this, well, fuck it. I've already made it. I'm gonna post it. I don't give a shit anymore. Who cares about the fucking numbers? I spent way too fucking long on this goddamn video. If people freaking like it, they like it. If they don't like it, they don't like it. I don't give a fucking shit anymore. Because I have spent way too much time, and I may as well just fucking share the world. I've made this. I have no reason to hide it. This is my fucking unhinged opinion on this series. And I fucking hate this dog shit of a fucking... whatever the fuck this is. I don't necessarily hate it to the point where I'm gonna fucking... I hate every single fucking second of it. I do enjoy the stupid little jokes that they put in, but again... it is a net negative thing. And I have no reason to engage with it any further other than to make this video. And, you know, I'm fucking done. If you guys want to hear more complaining about Velma, go to other people's videos. Because I am not that freaking... I'm not going to complain about it more than I already have. People have done it for longer. I don't care. There's like about maybe a full day's worth of footage of people just complaining about this shit show, and they are probably right, and they are probably complaining about the same things that I do. Maybe worse things. I don't fucking know. But yeah, no, I'm done. Good night.